Miami. Yes, I. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Somebody just telling me that I played a song just now, A Satisfied Mind. I did the vocals on it, so again, like lovely song and so yeah, props,
nice. You deserve it.
I just tell she should get them tape and put,
I know, put in a compilation, right?
Yeah.
But you must also play some of your songs while we're on here at times.
Yeah, one of these days, yeah.
One of these days. Maybe today, not tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, then another sister of mine said, I love it. Thank you. I did it at my aunt's funeral, Ruth Adams. And it was done at Anglican Church. The acoustics are really good in Anglican Church, eh?
I saw you song in Anglican Church at some point when I was there. I think it might have been a funeral too.
Yeah.
Ruth Adams, the name sound familiar.
Well, she was married to my uncle. Don't know if you remember Franklin Adams, the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was married to him.
Short.
He wasn't short. He was nearly tall like you. Tall like you. He was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warren Adams and
Adams, Warren and Brooks. Yeah, that's right. That's Michelle's dad.
Okay.
And then the man Walwyn, so.
Christian there, I think.
No. His father. Maybe it's a family.
Yeah, family.
He had a son as a pilot, was in Nevis.
Yeah.
Walwyn.
Yeah, he was
Roger Walwyn, and then
he was the man for the bank.
Bank. That's a kind of ticklish topic, but it would be nice to know, because I remember when I was working, I used to see people like down there, like lining up to get the money and stuff from train.
I've lined up down there on behalf of my moms, yeah.
To get the thing. Okay, so how you all doing now?
Giving thanks, taking it easy.
Oh yeah, me afro. Let me say one look at it.
Angela Davis, man.
To be honest,
and Charlie and take out the earrings.
I think I look better in the natural than on TV. You see that? Power to the people.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm glad you raised your hand up and not out.
I'm telling you.
That could be a problem.
I know. So what you do yesterday?
Well, I just cook, eat, then take something for my daughter in the country and come back and relax. I didn't do much.
Okay.
I had a plumbing problem that it took me a long time to solve, but I did.
You was the one who solved it? Arnold Warner? What the plumber them name? What the biggest plumber?
Dudley Somerset.
Yeah. Arnold Warner, Dudley Somerset.
Shall I have to tuck it? Look, it was a big plumber too.
Yeah, but tuck it.
But no,
my plumber,
who my plumber really is, who have really taught me a lot. Chassis.
Okay.
But Chassis and Dudley's son?
No, Chassis is Thompson.
Dudley Thompson. And then you got Dudley Somerset.
The black belt man.
That's
was his uncle.
His uncle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dudley's son was.
But Chassis is.
Chassis.
He trained a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's still plumbing.
His in-laws and his kids, they're.
The last thing I know about him that he was doing some work in Tartolo.
Listen, he travels.
Wow.
Travels.
That's
but
good. That's my cousin.
Most wanted.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
very good.
He has a brother there that.
I think his father was into that deal.
Yeah, that's why that's his father used to work public works.
And then.
Right. Yeah, that's why I asked you.
I worked under his father. His father was my boss.
And his father was an excellent cricketer too. Also, it was a wicketkeeper. And all of them got that cricketing.
But I'm about to tell you that the youngest son, Stanley, when he power, as they say, he get messed up, and he was going really, really good. He was doing really, really good. He was making inroads. He was doing good.
He used to work electric light. And he was a boss cashier.
Oh.
And somebody had stolen the money. And he had to pay it back.
Oh. That is what for him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very intelligent also.
Yeah, Stanley. And he was really making some inroads in cricketing.
Yeah.
Really.
Who took his position was Keith Atherton, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a younger boy named, older boy named Peter.
Peter, yeah.
Chassis was very good. I played cricket with Chassis. We played for the Garden Cricket Club. Yeah. And we used to give him hells, I'm telling you. We were good.
Yeah. That's good. But you don't play for the Masters people, them?
No. See, first of all, the timing, and then when you're out of it so long, it's hard to get back in because it takes. Listen, stay fit so you don't have to get fit, and unless you do that, that's it.
Yeah. But it is hard to really stay fit to, as you grow, but. You could throw a ball or two still. You can't throw a ball or two.
It's resting.
Resting?
Yeah. Look, the arm, and then what happened? Then I have to take my other hand to hold up my arm. That ain't gonna work, yeah.
I know.
Listen, the mind.
But if you suppose you started like, okay, you know that you're gonna play,
so you start working out.
You start working out for maybe a couple of months before, so that is not enough.
That would help. And you see, like I said, the timing. It could help. It could happen at this point in my life, really, where I don't have certain commitments. I could have done that. But listen,
you need that time for recreation, man.
You do.
Yeah.
What I used to enjoy is playing windball after that time.
Windball cricket?
Windball cricket. And that was, I used to see the older folks. We used to get together and play that. But then after they restructured the park, there was nowhere to play. Yeah. So we have lost.
Which part we used to play behind it before we left.
Park boys.
Netball court.
Yeah. And after we got locked out of the park.
That was large cricket ground.
There you go.
That's behind Netball City.
Yeah.
That's where the academy is now.
In Netball City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And to the right, it was to the east of that, which was South.
That's where the academy come now.
That's where the academy. There you go. That's the first part that took it, and then
we used to play over there for true.
There was no place for us to play.
Yeah.
So we were going to play, and so that killed the cricket part of that, because what could have happened is that we could have got the younger folks to be a part of it, which was happening, and they now could have gone on to the hardball cricket possibly. Yeah. But at least they got involved. They would have gotten involved with the cricket.
Yeah, that's true.
I used to religiously look for when I come from school or when I come from work, I often tend to go to the park to play rubber ball cricket there.
So, many times I don't get in trouble with my grandmother for that there. Because remember I used to go senior school. I have to pass the park because my grandmother said, listen, come home first, eat something, and then go back. Yeah. By the time I go back, I'm going to fit in.
I tell you now.
I can't get back. There's so many people that's there, that's playing, that listen, you gotta wait until when you come is when you get the bat,
Yeah.
So you could go home and eat and come back.
You don't understand? It's 6 o'clock after the night I'll be back home. So listen, I decided, I think I'm going to take on the beating this time because I love the game. And I would stay up there and play about these problems and I go home. I go home and hurry up and try not eat, but I put the food somewhere, until I come back.
You had to have a game,
Yeah.
You had to have a game too.
I miss out.
And the men how they used to know these things of the elders, They still find you out, You couldn't fool them, they still find you out.
No, because that was too quick.
I mean, you even hear about elders, right, who could not read, but could still correct your book,
Listen.
They could still correct your book. So when they go home, you have to show them.
Listen, there was a
and they learn to read now.
No, because I knew of a contractor that didn't know how to read. But what he did was to know to organize certain things. So he got somebody, a secretary, and he got other people that could do what he wants them to do. He was just the boss, giving direction, but he didn't have to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was, he was moving.
I tip me hat to the elders, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Yesterday, did you have a chuba with your saltfish?
Me had no chuba now, me remember. And that's what I love, I like it in the saltfish. Yeah, I know, chuba.
But a lot of people don't know
that chuba is eggplant.
I'm sure the younger ones don't know anything about that.
They probably don't. I had some chop up. Minnie used to some chop up, but I was in there before. Because she said she'd always cook on Holy Thursday.
Chop up?
Chop up is, she says, an Antigua dish. But it's like pumpkin, spinach, and maybe carrots and sandy, sauteed.
Like
or something like that.
Kind of
like callaloo, but not callaloo.
Okay.
But you have that with the saltfish. So she did that and some some fritters.
None of the dumpling, no
Right?
coconut
No,
dumpling.
not for that day.
Oh.
No, yesterday now was that.
Yeah,
The full thing.
Full
with the,
course.
with the provisions and everything.
That's what I had yesterday, boy.
Yeah.
Coconut dumplings, yeah.
Coconut dumpling and some. Cornmeal dumpling.
Cornmeal and just a peel off the skin off the coconut.
Mm-hmm.
Take out the brown part, so just the white when you grate it.
Okay.
Excellent, man.
Okay.
He ain't call us. He ain't call Awi.
Jazzy. We
Hey,
got
Carl,
to
how are
say
you?
joke him, but Charlie's an excellent cook. Yeah.
I know he's an excellent cook. He's a Rasta man. He be Rastas cook good. That's one thing I could say. If it's one thing I know, Rastas cook good. Good morning, Radio Market.
I listening you. Chuba is chuba and eggplant is eggplant. Eggplant is the big one and chuba is the slender one.
Okay.
Chuba is the rich
Alright.
thing going.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the long finger one.
From what? Okay. Thanks, Casildo. But from what I know, chuba and the eggplant is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that they have a different variety in growth. Some come round, some come long.
Okay.
Jazzy.
Rested?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So chuba and eggplant are basically the same. We have some people right in the house, you know.
Okay.
Boyak.
Yeah. So we get caught up with that there.
But wait there, before you go ahead, someone said Dudley Somerset was his grandfather. His dad was also a plumber.
Okay.
Right? So
You talking about Chassis?
no, Summers, the karate man.
Oh.
His brother was telling me that the father was a plumber as well, but Dudley was the grandfather.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So
That's what I said. Dudley's son is their father. Forget what he name.
okay. So what you said, Boyak, go ahead.
No, I would just, when she was talking about the difference between the two.
The chuba and the eggplant.
Yeah.
So is Casilda correct? Because Casilda is really not good. I like Casilda so much. She got a lot of information. So I need to know which one is which. Eggplant is the big one or what?
Good morning, Jazz. It's a long time minutes.
Boy, okay, ready? Let me go.
We got Sharon Paris saying good morning to the host and co-host. Enjoy the weekend. Jackie's in. She says, Holy Saturday, my family. Greetings and salutations. An honor for the most sacred Saturday for humanity. Blessed weekend, everyone. Resurrection Sunday tomorrow. Hope for humans. Why Duncan said, good morning, Radio Market. Happy Easter to all. Huey Pemberton, good morning, Radio Market family. A blessed Easter to all. Tawu said, blessed Saturday, Wanga, Nikita, Buyak, and Jazzy D. You all are looking vibrant.
Yeah,
Jazzy,
good morning, Tawu.
I've got to photograph you with that same afro and earring. Gorgeous. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Hey! Tower thanks. Let's see what is. Okay, they're gone. Okay, let me see here what Miguel is saying. Let me see if let me hear what this is. Let me put this voice note on.
Good morning, Jazz. It's a long time main listener, but you had on ZIZ. I listening now, but I know chuba and eggplant as the same thing. But we used to call them chuba, smallies. Well, I had with my saltfish. I just had a while ago with the leftover. So when you go home, you listen. I had me chuba.
Okay, so here
What
she
you
said chuba and saltfish. Chuba and eggplant is the same
The
thing.
same, that's what
Yes.
the one
That's what I know,
that's a different shape. But
They
it's
call
the
it
same.
chuba,
Yeah.
and she had it when she saltfish. Yeah, Boyak, what you
We
say?
got Marcia Gum says she's watching. We have
Malcy is Malcy?
Malcio Gum.
Yes,
Yeah.
JDW.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
We have Cranny Daniels says good morning, Radio Market crew.
Oh, okay, hearing something feeding me. Oh, you got your thing. I could hear it. Okay. So Yumi Pemberton, right?
Yeah.
She says, good morning,
morning,
Radio
Ray.
Market family. A blessed Easter to all. And then we have, who else? Joan Warner. Who's Joan Warner?
I think Joan is from up Christ Street, but
Joan Warner, Jazzy and friends.
Warner,
Happy
Martin.
Easter weekend to everyone.
Martin.
Martin.
Listen from, but the person in New Jersey.
Okay.
Joan Martin is from a
Calcium.
protein. Good morning, Radio Market.
Hello, good morning, family.
Oh
good
my
morning,
gosh,
Mr.
good morning.
Reaction, man.
Long lost cousin. This is your long lost cousin.
Yeah, long lost cousin is right.
We thought you were hibernating, yeah?
Brother. Dennis, my friend. This weekend was the weekend I used to shine, boy. Easter Monday, I used to swim my ass off.
Right.
I used to come from St. Thomas and beat the hell out of them. But I'm too old now, I can't do it no more. So all I have to do is to sit out there with that and enjoy you guys. I took a hiatus, Jazzy. I couldn't get the new number, but now I'm calling you on the WhatsApp.
Yeah, with headphones, you know. Yeah, you couldn't get us, you say?
So how the family today?
What you say, Sonny Boy?
I call you on the WhatsApp number. It's Sonny Boy.
Oh, okay. Buyak was asking you a question.
So,
I want to know if you don't have any photos of the events that you appeared in.
no, but you could have Zach. The guy Zach, Telephone Culture.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, my sister Dumpling gave him some pictures of me. Where we used to swim. So Jack said he was going to write the book and he was going to mention my name in there. But wanted to know how good I could swim. I saved him from drowning, and I taught him to swim.
I can be the thing all the time. Eh? He saved me from drowning longer every time, right? Sonny Boy, thanks a lot.
Okay, family. Okay.
All right, and nice to hear you.
man.
Take care.
Happy Easter to everyone.
Yes, same to you. Okay, good morning from Atlanta. Chuba and eggplant are the same. Good to hear Sonny Boy voice again. Okay then. Sonny Boy, you got fans,
I'm telling you.
That's good. Okay, well, we have one thing on the market so long, and I'm just hoping that other people would call in and sell the stuff. But I have something to put on the market. Let me see. It's ignition coil pack for a Suzuki Swift 2007, and it's $350. And for info, you could call 660-7937. So I got to write it in, right? So that's the first thing on the market. Looking forward to hearing from you all this morning.
Yep.
Right? Anybody went to fly kite?
No.
Listen, I wanted to.
You got grandchildren.
I wanted to make a kite so bad to bring it for you.
Mm-hmm. But the plumbing had you.
I'm telling you, man.
Plumbing tie you up.
Plumbing
right?
tie me up.
The plumbing mess with you.
Yeah.
Ignition,
Ignition.
Ignition.
It's just the other day I get away from flying kite. Maybe like for the last 2 years me ain't gone.
Yeah.
But my daughter used to make it she business. Daddy, don't forget to buy me kite.
Okay.
I know, right?
And I got to carry her on the beach go fly it, yeah?
That's cool. So
But
you
because
can't do it now. You can't do it.
For the past 2 years.
Okay.
Also me ain't gone.
And
Okay.
I intended to make this kite because I had some small sheets of tissue paper that I was gonna make this kite.
Boy, I would have
But-
loved to see that kite
Yeah,
there,
I was gonna make it with a funnel thing.
That would be
You
a
know what the
shot.
funnel is?
No, what, not funny. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning to Radio Market. Good morning.
Yes.
Tamarind Man is here.
Tamarind Man?
The Tamarind Man. I just want to let my customers them know. Tamarind here for $10 a bag. Down shell. And those were in the shell is $5 a bag. And anybody want a kit of tamarind, let them fix note kit, them butter kit, them big butter kit. $50 a kit.
How much for the kit?
$50 a kit.
They already shell?
No.
Okay.
$50, $10, and $5?
Yeah.
That what you say?
$5 for those who were down bag.
Yeah.
Where shell yet.
No
And
problem.
10 for the way down shell.
No problem. I just put it down the prices and you could tell them, right? And 663.
663. No. 660.
Oh, you change your number?
No, 766.
Me and P.
3310.
766 3310.
Yeah.
Got you covered.
Okay.
All right,
I
now.
get mixed up in the next number, you know.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What if I say we don't call ourselves? So that's what.
A slippery tongue is not a
We
fault
don't
of
call
the mind.
ourselves, so we ain't gonna know.
I've never changed my number.
Neither me, you know.
It's always that
Always,
number.
My number always this number since Flo.
And it's
Remember, I
Since
had two.
cell phone come in.
We had Flow and Digicel.
No, Flo.
So the
I
only
always
thing
with
changed
since
on
Flo
the
come
Flow
in.
for me at that point was the first three numbers.
Okay.
In 763 was 663.
Okay.
Since Flo come on the scene.
Yeah, I had
Since cell phones rather. The same number all through.
But the cell phone,
Yeah.
the first when they come, there was both phone, both phone.
Yeah.
I got a phone from since that's the number changed. It was 2635 was the first number.
Yeah, four
But
numbers.
since the cell phone
Yeah.
come in, this is the number. I've never changed it.
Yeah, mine ain't changed either, but the Getaways and all of them, the Nokia, the first Nokia album since God knows
when.
when.
Them wasn't easy.
No, it's them. That's what I have.
Yeah, but
The
the
same
first
number.
hint to that was the pagers.
Yeah, the pager was there first. I tried to do the two numbers, it ain't working for me. You just forget this. We just don't need now you got a
One
second number.
Yeah.
So one number fine.
Too many
I just-
numbers. Listen, password numbers.
I know I kind of think some people got two phones, you know.
There's so
Some
many
people got
numbers.
two phones, so what you do now?
Then you go to the supermarket, they want another number for that.
Yeah.
That is why I just buy the Samsung that takes 2 chips.
But mine could take 2 chips from me, so you need to have 2 numbers. I'm good with one.
I got one, same, but
Yeah, because it's just a lot of, you have to be switching over to do whatever. But anything are you selling otherwise? We got tamarind on the market. Tamon. Not tamarind, tamon. We got tamon and we got the ignition coil pack. So call are we? Good morning, Radio Market. Long time not here, you know?
Dog man in the
What you
house.
saying, dog man? You was what? Oh, you got to help me understand, dog man, you know?
No.
Because I can't understand what he's saying.
No, because I'm working full time.
Let me take you off and then listen. Go ahead, dog man. What you say?
I said, when they still sleep, I can't call you. Because we're
Mechanic?
two. Once there's a push it, I work in the push it.
Oh, so once
Can you hear me better now?
there's a cruise ship, you got your thing?
Yes, I work in, so I don't able to call in.
Okay, so what you selling now?
The same best of Shepherd and German Shepherd, so you get the best of 2 worlds. So there are going to be 6 weeks on Tuesday coming. And the price remains the same, $1,500 Eastern Caribbean dollars. You get the best dog in the federation from the #1 dog man in the land. And dog man is leaving you now. Good morning, have a nice day, Jasmine and crew. I'm out and gone. Bye-bye.
661-2300, right?
once you hear the barking, he gone.
That's it. Over and out. Yeah.
Oh, I know, I'm gone.
2300, 661. Let me make sure I got it right. Okay. So, you ain't got, Boyak, you say you ain't got to do nothing because you was,
You talking about making the kite?
and going.
Listen, I even promised my neighbor that I was gonna go and dig up the thistle tree at 12 o'clock. 12
Oh,
o'clock?
yeah, nobody ain't do
Listen,
that.
1:30 don't come and I remember nothing about the thistle tree. Yeah. And then
didn't do it.
I also had found a piece of barricade bush because the person didn't know anything about barricade. And since you guys said when you cut it at that time, so I wanted to show them what the barricade looked like and investigate the thistle on at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock come and gone.
And you
I didn't
ain't
get to
know.
cut nothing.
Nada.
Lord have mercy, you really was up to your eyeball.
I'm telling you, man, listen.
You really had your
I know it was under pressure.
Under
Under
pressure,
pressure,
child.
I'm telling you. Okay. So.
Listen, Jazzy, I think you know Sylvine. She said, "Good morning, Radio Market family, listening from Kansas. Jazzy, I love you here. Wear it proudly.
All right then.
Try some other colors too."
Okay.
I can see her now.
Other colors?
Rainbow colors, yes.
Talk about it. Long time we ain't hear from Miss Henry neither.
No,
Yeah, that's true.
I was going to ask you about that, I was telling you we haven't heard from her.
Yeah. Miss Henry, if you're listening, give us a call. Long time we ain't hear your voice. Yeah?
On I heard of it in one of the talk shows.
Okay.
But like maybe 3 weeks ago or so.
Okay.
So we need to really hear from her for sure.
I'm glad it's
See what
Walter
she's
says,
doing.
"Good morning, radio host. Do have a great weekend." Zelma Daniel says, "Happy Easter. Good to see you all today.
And
Good to know that you are there."
Yes, nice to have you all with us too.
Yep.
Tomorrow is Easter Monday. You know what time it is? The aquatic
Tomorrow
sports.
is Easter Sunday.
Oh yeah, it's a Sunday, but it's resurrection. Rather than I went into fast. Yeah, bye.
Them days,
So-
I think something wrong. I think the earth thing speed up going around.
But yeah, it's true.
I think it's speed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I
Me shortening the days.
always
Something,
say,
man.
last year, the year we're coming, we're preceding last year, does go faster than
In the
year.
previous year?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
It seemed that day was just yesterday we were here.
Yeah.
The last
I'm telling you,
year.
you know, we have to be aware of what's going on, at the times. For real. Good morning, Radio Market. Hello.
Good morning, Jazzy D.
Morning.
I just hear you all call my name.
Oh, Miss Henry.
welcome,
Miss Henry, good morning.
welcome. Happy Easter to you.
It's Jazzy D's fault. I usually call her my landline, you see?
Oh.
So I had to beg my granddaughter phone dial the number for me.
Ah, so nice to hear you.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Very nice to hear.
The sum of the story.
Uh-huh.
After some of his junior and the father
Okay.
and the one in on George Street, that's his father also.
Who that is?
Desmond.
Desmond Summerson?
Yeah, that's Desmond's father.
Dudley was Desmond's father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's my mother.
I work with them. I work water service with them.
Okay.
And O'Garrow.
Capital Plumbing.
Yeah.
And Berkeley.
And Moss, Mr. Williams, Button brother.
Yes. Every morning, what used to happen is that every morning, instead of going to public work, they would come up by his house on Millionaire Street to get their job assignment.
Oh, okay.
Now, what Casilda said, remember, the narrow ones, they don't actually go to come. You could feel the round ones,
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's how people differentiate between the narrow ones and the broader ones.
Okay.
But they're all eggplants.
Mm-hmm.
So good morning to all those who miss me. I miss you too.
But thanks so much for calling.
Yeah.
You said next week you are going to go back to 555?
No. Don't think we're going back to 2555. I'm not
You're going
sure.
back to a landline?
But we're going back to different. Yeah, we're going back to the landline now. We should be going back to I don't know if we're getting back that number, but that number has been since ZIZ.
I think they should show you the best.
So I hope we get it back, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I really hope we get it back for sure. Because it was 2555, then 465, 2555. That's how long ago we have the number.
Now let me get to the dumpling and starfish story. Somebody promised me some dumpling and saltfish.
Mm-hmm.
They know who. He said, "They're going to bring some dumpling and saltfish for you." Then I sit down here and wait, and I'm telling man the dumpling and saltfish.
So it wasn't anybody who in here, right?
No, man, no.
Okay. Thank you. Because
They were also waiting like me.
okay.
And I sure they make you didn't put on a pot so that it was coming, eh?
Yes.
And I had food in the fridge,
You see what I mean?
But I said, well, tradition.
Yeah.
Anyway, happy Easter to everybody. Thank God for Jesus. Yeah?
So did they say why they didn't get to come?
No, when they hear me on the radio, they know who they are.
I guess the conscience will beat them.
Yeah, you got to call them out. Yes, and call the name, no blame, but you got to call them out.
They're going to make up one.
And hear me. If I take the salt, I just put it back in the microwave with some water. Boil up all the clams.
Yeah.
You know, good morning, Granny, and good morning, all of my friends and old classmates, and Granny Cranston and everybody. And good morning to Wycliffe and Ethel
Yes,
and Mary Nurse Clark on the death of her husband.
that's right. Yeah.
Yes. All of the disabled people.
Well, it's so nice to hear you, Miss Henry, and I hope you get to call back in. So, let your granddaughter, but you still?
Yes.
Okay, so good. She could call back because I know we're going to need to hear you again.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and I've got to hear myself, too.
All righty, take care.
God bless you. God bless all of you.
God bless you.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Okay, so, good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Jazzy.
Yeah.
There is I got two clutches who sell $150 a pair.
Two crutches, right?
Yeah, clutches, yeah. And I'm mahogany bedhead. I will call you back and give you the number.
The crutches is for how much?
$150 with the pair.
What's your number, you say?
You can call it back.
You selling
I'll call you
them?
back and give you the number.
Okay.
Okay. And the mahogany bedhead.
Okay.
A full size mahogany bedhead. I will call you back and give you the number.
Well, I hope you have to organize the number before you
Yeah.
call him. Hey.
All right. Okay, Jazz.
Hope you get back in here. All right, LY, call back in and give me the number. Okay, so, man, how much for the mahogany bed head? But the crutches, as I remember, my son had to wear crutches, and it was a Spanish doctor, and she said, you have to wear crutches.
Okay.
Yeah, crutches. Boy, and I was like, we used to say it all the time. Okay, mahogany bed head.
Full
For
size.
full size, right? Full size. And he can call me back to give me the number. I hope he get back, he called back before.
And the price for the bedhead.
And the price for the bedhead. All of that we need, okay? So, now Tao, when they had the discussion, remember he was talking about loaf and he said it went very well.
Okay.
But I'd love to hear. I have to look at it and see. I don't. Tao, sorry, but me don't do Instagram and Facebook and so. Man, they asking me to log in and all of that, right? So I really getting to see. But my nephew was there, Theo Carlo Strawn, and Jacinth, Henry Martin, Her Excellency were there. So I'm going to try and find out, see if I could look at it, you know?
Get
and
some
maybe
feedback.
Yep. But he said it went very good. Which is a good thing.
Well, that's wonderful, yeah.
Yeah.
And you see, you have people supporting.
You have the younger folks getting together and organizing themselves like that. That is excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, any more in there?
Yeah, we have
Gladys Walters?
we have Jahida.
Jahida.
Jahida is saying, good morning, Uncle Dennis Richards, Auntie Jazzy, and Daddy. Happy Easter to you all. And Uncle Dennis, please tell Daddy I'll be waiting on my food from yesterday.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I sent her a picture, huh?
Okay.
When lunch was served.
No, that is so hurtful.
She said, Lord, Daddy.
No, why would you do that to her? You know?
Torture.
That's torture, you know, that's
We
right.
have Ernestine Henry saying, top of the morning, Jazzy and company. Excited to be sharing this time with you and all the friends calling. Also cheering you folks on today is one of your most loyal followers, Sam Maynard in Stanford, Florida.
They're coming in slower than when you get it.
Granny Daniel said, I hear Miss Henry, big up yourself.
I know, right? Okay, so the old plumbers were Dudley Somerset,
Mr.
Thompson, who else?
Agawa.
Who Agawa that is?
Monarch, them uncle.
Monarch uncle was a plumber?
Yeah.
And they had a man, Matthew was an electrician.
Yeah.
This man named Matthew.
You had Moss, Mr. Williams, Button Brother.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All of them came out of public works. Didn't
All,
they?
everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I work on all of them.
Yeah.
Let some Dublin.
All them were
Vernon,
plumbers.
All of them were plumbers. Born on AC, Tukey.
Yeah.
Well, Tuki in the know now. Tuki in the know.
They didn't know plumbers.
Tuki
yeah.
in the know.
Yeah.
Desmond plumbing for a long time too.
Capital Plumbing.
Yeah.
That's the dark guy, right?
Yeah.
No.
Dark.
Yeah, I think
Mike
that's Simon.
Harris,
Yeah,
so
Simon. I
Mike
asked him if he's
Harris,
still
the
plumbing. He
brother,
said yeah.
He's in the church.
Yeah.
While also.
And Tuckett was a plumber. Is a plumber too, but
Yeah.
these are the now plumbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These the ones that. So they would have learned from Somerset and them
there.
and
Yeah.
those.
I think Tuckett went college. I didn't.
Okay.
I think
He taught in the college, in technical college.
yeah.
I remember Tuckett working public works.
No.
No.
He teach me. I did a course with them. Yeah. More like the electrical, though. The electrical and tiling. I rather plumbing than all of the others.
What happened
Well, from-
electrical?
For me, I always feel like I can go up in the air. I'm really ready to go up in the air.
Yeah, I did some of that.
Only
right?
when I have
And
to
I'd
go
be
up there.
very, unless I have to, I just leave that alone.
Yeah, I leave that alone. Me can't take
Imagine
it.
You can't see it. You can't see what you're walking with.
Exactly. Exactly. Me can't deal with that, you dread. The tiling for me now, main into maths. And you gotta work out the measurements and so. That did turn me off big time because you gotta know to measure. But the plumbing was a little easier in terms of maths and so. But you had to know what you're doing. You had to know.
Plumbing is like your Lego, you just put in parts,
Yeah.
right? And
Good
go in.
morning, Radio Market.
Yeah, you got Chassie Thompson. You
Who?
got Jabo.
Jabo?
The pass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jabo was a bus plumber.
Yeah.
Working
So he passed, the guy who passed away, Jabo Trotman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you had a guy at the village named Johnny.
Who that?
Johnny, a guy with a funny eye named Johnny. He passed too.
Johnny?
I believe Johnny was the best plumber in St. Kitts.
Johnny. Who is Johnny?
A guy from the village with a funny eye. He had a funny eye.
He was from the village?
He was from the village. Well, I know him of the village. I know him in the village. I don't know if
Okay.
he is from the village. But he did live down Trafalgar. Yeah,
Okay.
I believe Johnny was one of the best plumbers in St. Kitts at them time. All right then.
All right, thank you, Johnny. Well, anybody know Johnny? Call out if you know Johnny.
No, I
Somebody said Adolphus King was a plumber for years. He worked with Let's Dublin. So main Adolphus King.
Jigs is a good plumber too. Jigs
Oh yeah,
up
Jigs.
Market Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some good plumbers there, man.
Yeah.
Who still playing the trade and so, right?
I think Jigs retired there. Huh?
Yeah. But Tuckett and things still working. Well, Tuckett is our preacher, so he probably doesn't do
I
it
think
much.
he have a company that he have guys who work for him.
Oh, that's awesome.
He don't go in the field to say.
That's
I
great.
guess it's only if it's something that is, difficult for his workers, he would go to.
It's the same thing Chassis does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're more
Wow.
supervising kind of thing.
So are there any female plumbers besides me?
Not
I'm a
that I
female
know
plumber. Man, I don't appreciate the joy you're laughing. Okay. Because, hey, if
Well,
you're
okay.
laughing, the man know you're laughing. Yeah. I am serious.
Yeah,
I
you
was
think the plumbing
I'm a
is
plumber.
like
Okay?
the black belt kind of thing, honorary plumbing?
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Man, like, hey,
Definitely.
let the record show. Okay?
Where we need to see proof.
Okay, good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, good morning. Jazzy,
Yes.
Harold Woland was a waterman with Mr. Singande.
Yeah, Mr.
Oh, Mr. Woland, my cousin.
Yes, Auntie Cinti brother.
Yeah. Okay.
I work with all them.
All of them?
My boss at Public Works. Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Thank you, Auntie.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. So they had no female plumbers. Because, they got female steel benders,
Yeah.
But,
They got female mason and so too.
yeah, so who, name one.
I can't really name one.
See, that's
after
horrible.
That, but I know that they.
My brother's wife, Jacqueline Gray, she had a brother named Osric. You know Osric? Osric and Sam, and they were from in McKnight.
Okay,
But her grandmother was a mason.
Yeah. There's the Spanish lady that I know. Her name is Pucho. Pucho is an excellent tile runner, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then this other lady, one of my sisters in Kwai, she named Lillian, she was working in Nevis, bending steel and so.
Okay.
Yeah. Young lady.
Okay.
But she bending steel. She's Pastor Taylor, Ronald Taylor, so he has the church there on Market Street where People's Store used to be. He's there now.
Okay.
His sister.
Yeah,
she does bend steel and so.
Okay.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Yeah, that is the number for me. 661 7879. That's the number for everything that I give you.
78, 79. How much for the bedhead?
Well, when they call, they will get the price.
All right, Daddy Bo.
Yeah, okay, no.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
See you.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Well, sir. Okay. So, good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, my sister. We had Jehola, that Joseph Williams of Murray, and we have Statham. They were wonderful.
Who? Jehola?
Yes.
Who is Jehola?
From Malinyo?
Yes, and Statham. They call him Wazim Barry.
Jehola from Malinyo?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I never knew him to be a plumber like that.
He was a plumber?
He used to work water service in the mountain, like clean the intakes and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I never knew him to be in the field like.
Thank you, my sister.
All right, bye.
I never knew him in the field to be,
Okay.
Jazzy Ramon is in the house. She said, I'm late all morning trying to get in, but the internet keeps acting up.
Okay.
Pleasant good morning, Jazzy Wanga and Dennis.
But
have
nice
a
to have
happy
you,
and blessed
Ramona.
Easter.
Same to you, Ramona.
Because we were wondering,
Yep.
And we got Yako here also. He's saying, good morning, everyone. Have a wonderful Easter weekend. Stay safe and enjoy the good life. Enough love, Yako.
Okay, Becco.
Okay, so was water overseer from Challengers to Brimstone Hill? Oh, that's Adolphus King.
Okay.
Okay. So one you know these people?
Yeah,
you will identify with them.
All of them was my boss. I work under them in public works.
Okay.
So the next time you have a plumbing problem,
call Wango.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Wango pass on to Tuki?
No, Tuki, that come down from Tuki Bodo.
From AC?
The friend from Vernon.
Oh yeah, my brother-in-law. That's right, Vernon Gittins.
Yeah.
That's right.
The friend diploma.
Yeah. Good morning, Radio Market.
Hello, Jazzy. This is Son of War calling back. He missed out on Tall Boy. A guy called Tall Boy, a short guy, used to work for Mr. Cox.
I'm not Tall Boy too. I work with him.
Tall Boy, used to call him, but his name is Cromwell.
Yeah, Cromwell Williams. I know him. I work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a well-known plumber.
Yeah, I know him real good.
But that is weird,
guys, I'm still enjoying this.
Thank you. Yeah. Imagine he said, Tall Boy was short.
He short here, but they used to call him Tall
You know?
Boy. I know him good.
It's like
really
when we were going away one time in Covenants, they had this guy. Good morning, Radio Market.
You heard Carol Williams' husband, Teddy.
Teddy,
Carol Williams' husband, Carol will pass.
Oh.
She husband was a bass plumber too.
You mean Carol the police?
Carol the police, yes. Yeah. Teddy.
Oh, okay.
And I want to say kudos to my good friend Desmond up there in your tongue. Desmond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Desmond, a lot of young men pass to Desmond and come bassman.
Yeah.
By working with Desmond and learn the trade with Desmond.
Mm-hmm.
And Desmond still applying the trade and practicing young man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I give him all the credit, man. Desmond is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
As an entrepreneur in this country. Yeah. As a bass plumber.
Okay.
Desmond, good morning, Desi.
Yeah, I work with Teddy.
Desmond.
All right,
Capital Plumbing. We need to open the ice cream parlor.
That's Desmond thing, Capital Plumbing?
Yeah.
Okay. And he on George Street?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I work with the same Desmond he talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I work with him. Asco Teddy, we used to call him.
Okay.
Good man.
Yeah.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Yeah, good morning. Wango.
Yes, sir.
My nephew called Jigs already.
Say that again?
Did you call Jigs?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Jigs, yeah.
Okay then.
Alrighty. So, I mean, we got some serious plumbers, man.
Yeah.
This guy, Tony Lavelle, too, you know. But he live in the States now. But well, a young plumber, you know. You know, Leno Lavelle, her children. Debbie Laville and yeah, Tony. Tony is a good plumber. Well, he lives states, as I said, but people, I wonder if you're playing his trade up there still, but good plumber. Okay. And it's, I mean, and they had to come up under somebody else, so these teachers were really good. Yeah. Good morning, Radio Market.
Yeah, good morning, Sister Jasmine.
Hi.
Thomas.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Morning to you and your guests.
Morning
Good
to
morning
you.
to you.
Everybody in the Radio Market. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to use your platform. Sister Jasmine, I called to tell you Happy Easter, all the best, many more, and greetings to everyone in the diaspora.
Yes.
And don't forget my monthly sales every end of the month that I advertise. I have I would say things for Easter, like Mother's Day coming up too. Things for Easter don't go on already, but Easter is here because it is Glorious Saturday. So we have Mother's Day coming up next month, so I'm advertising for that too. That, as I say, they know where I am, so they just come around and see anything that they would like to have.
Okay.
It will be like giveaway, sales, whatever. So, happy Easter to everyone. We give God praise and thanks for bringing us this far.
Okay.
Continue the good work that you're doing. I do listen to the early morning service.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, with you and all the other ministers. And I thank you all very much. So
Thank
you have a blessed Easter, and as I say, everybody in the diaspora, have a blessed Easter. Good Jehovah, all the blessings.
Thank you. Have a good Easter as well. God bless you.
You too, Sister Jess. Bye-bye.
Okay. Good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, and it doesn't me. I big up my friend Belly, don't challenge us. He a good plumber too, but something that I go tell him off. For your good plumber. All right.
What his name you say?
Yes. Belly.
Okay, you know him, Wango? Wango, you know him. Okay, thank you, Casilda. What you see is what you get with Casilda, eh? Okay, so she got to tell him off. I kind of agree with her. If she had to tell him off, she got to tell him off. It got to be a reason, okay? Okay, so we have these plumbers. I got to tip my hat to them. Why? Because
I used to love it because you see when we out in the field, we got on all the wing field and so. When you see like hurricane and pipe, oh man, dangerous,
yeah.
Across the bridge, the pipe, them running across the bridge and the break, oh man.
Yeah, and you start to go up on the...
Go across and however we get the pipe across the 2 minutes back, but we got to get it right because that bringing the water to the city.
Wow.
So if you don't fix that, then town ain't got no water.
And which bridge that is?
In Old Road, up by the Batik.
Oh, okay.
Up in Wingfield.
Yeah.
A big coefficients up there, man. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. So you get to explore.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, yeah. You ever had, we are over Cairn you would fix?
Well, Cairn never used to got too much of breakdown because Cairn is on a slope.
Okay.
So you find that the water run down and no pressure to say that the pipe would burst. So I walk in Cairn once or twice, but not much,
Okay. What other areas in the country you had to go?
Well, we used to go all around the country. All around. Molyneux, Tabernacle. But
so,
the part about it that I never used to like is when we used to got to go to make a connection for somebody. We got to pick the road, bust the road with pickaxe and, that's the part I didn't like.
Manual labor.
Manual labor, eh?
Otherwise than that, plumbing, it was good. Because I learned a lot on, like I say, on Mr. Somerville. Basically all of them, Mr. Thompson, Roland, I work with all of them.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
So you could have helped Boyak yesterday.
Yeah.
You could have just,
But Arnold one is good.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, Auntie Jazzy. Moss, Mr. Williams from Boardwalk.
Mop?
Moss.
Muff.
Muff?
Moss.
Mr.
Wango should know him.
Hey, ringing a bell for Wango right now.
Muff. No.
Yeah, man. Moss Williams.
From Birdwalk, you say?
He used to live Boardwalk.
So he passed away though?
Yes.
Moss you're talking about? Moss.
I said Moss, yeah.
Not Moss. Moss.
Oh, we thought you saying Mop.
Moss.
No, Moss.
Okay.
I spoke about him earlier. He's button brother. He was button brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Button was the
man for the cinema.
The cinema man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Moss was a good footballer too. Yeah.
Yeah, Manchester United.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of plumbers we just call, you know.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a lot that we haven't touched in terms of, well, maybe not past, but, you know, even present.
But were they, let me ask a question. It's a weird question, but I got to ask it. Were they reliable? Could you get them when you need them?
Very much.
Because today it's very, very difficult to get somebody to come and do something.
Because the demand, and so, the demand is so great, and the amount of people that's qualified to do that, it's very few.
Those names that we mentioned, they was reliable.
Okay.
You could have put trust on them, you know.
But I know for sure when I called Tuki to come.
Oh, Tuki's a good man.
Tuki is a good, He was saying, Tuki, I need this happened to me, please. He and said, Jazzy, give me this, and I'll be. But then that's the problem with today, though. And it's amazing that we have cell phones and we never make the call. I mean, for instance, you hear Miss Sylvine says, Miss Henry said she was supposed to get saltfish and dumpling yesterday. Yeah. So what happened to the call? To say, well, you know, that I can't do it again, or, you know, you gave your word.
And that was so disappointing on her behalf because, like I say, she ain't cook.
See, to be hungry on a Good Friday, not easy.
But I think, I wouldn't say she was hungry, but I mean, you know.
I'm saying if you expect something and you didn't prepare.
But you were looking for that.
You're going to be hungry.
You're going to be hungry.
Yeah, looking for that.
You're waiting and hoping that it comes. So you're not going to eat.
But that's what I'm saying now, the reliability. Having the, just to take up the phone and say, you know, I can't make it. Yeah, but I'm going to send something, please, you know, really, you know, some kind of, so she could have known.
In certain ways.
Yeah, yes. I think that, and I don't think it is just here in St. Kitts per se. It's all over.
It's worldwide.
Yeah, it's a thing that, but if we have the phones, I mean, before, we used to get messages to people and we had no phone, you know. Good morning, Radio Market. Morning.
Jasmine.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good.
Wanga and Dennis.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm glad you're punctuating that, which of course has a very common meaning and simple phrase to explain it all. We never had phones before, but if I left and go somewhere where my mother didn't send me somebody knew about it, my mother knows. Today, technology has made things easier for all of us in society, and it's so difficult. You know what everybody is failing to do? Communicate. Could you imagine what you're saying is correct? You know, I gave someone something to do for me. They didn't do it. They guarantee can get it done. But you have to call them to ask them what happened, and they said, oh, they never did or couldn't have done it. So we expect it to be done the following day. The following day, come, as a past participle. It happened before, it can happen again. What is wrong with us? And I have to at least make you feel like I am not angry, but in my expression and my tone of voice, it is such a problem. Why? We went to school and we listened, we learned very well, and our knowledge is failing us because we're letting our cell phone take control of us. Good afternoon to you all and have a good day. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Good morning, Leo. Thank you very much. Yeah, that has been my problem all the time, you know. And then, and it ain't just because as personally as Christians we should not do that. If we give a word, we're supposed to keep it. But
Your word's supposed to be your boy.
We're supposed to really, and we understand because, as I said, parents used to hear things long before.
But that's what he just said.
Yeah, and we don't dig. And now it's like Everybody just into their
when
own
it should
self.
be more easier.
It should be easier.
It seems
Yeah.
that it's more harder.
Okay, we only got 2 things on the market right now. One is Easter, and no, it's 4 things. Yeah, wait, there 4 things. 4 things we got on the market, so I'm gonna have to read them out. Anybody coming through?
We got Bernice
Where?
Green saying, "Blessed Easter to all."
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Bernice, and blessed Easter to you also. Marvin Bradley, one upcoming plumber from the village is Lionel Bradley, a.k.a. Pele. You know himself?
I
Pele?
heard the name, but I can't put a face to it.
I mean,
Really?
like I said, I'm sure there's a lot of upcoming plumbers.
Yeah, because this guy Levi to do with plumbing, he is very good too. I can't remember his surname, but he's from Connery and he does a good job.
Okay, the same guy, Teddy. Teddy have 2 sons that carrying on the works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Yeah, you got players from the village and you got used to play football for village and a guy named Bower, Brian.
Name what?
One guy you know Brian, right? Bower. He used to play football with Black Bones, man. Bower.
I know Bower, I know Bower.
They call him Brian, but he's a bass plumber too.
Yeah.
We got a lot of young plumbers in Sinkis, you know, but what happened that, right? When you call them, I don't know, but listen now, when you want to, when you get anything done, you got to call a Jamaican or a Guyanese. You get it done the same day.
That's
I don't
terrible.
know why.
That's bad. Okay.
Yeah, you get it done the same day, I tell you. Soon as you call these guys are done on the job. Because they want the job, you know. All right,
take care. Yeah, Mr. Politics.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more?
Yeah, we have a plumber here from, what is it? Tishel says, Jazzy, don't feel bad, I love plumbing too. I plan to take a course soon. Seaton, Maria says, Mary was a mason too from McKnight.
Okay.
Parker is an awesome plumber, says Joan Thompson.
Good morning. Radio Market? Huh?
Remember Placo, one of the best plumber.
Oh yeah, Placo. Placo used to play in Cowanets, right?
He passed.
Yeah, Placo.
Yeah, he passed.
I remember Placo, he died. He used to play lead band in Cowanets. Yeah. Good morning. Ouch. Turn down your radio. Good morning.
Good morning. A lady calling and said she was sailing up people in the diaspora and so on. And we know where she is. What's her number?
I don't have her number, but she's over in Keyon. I'll have to let her call back and give me.
Yeah,
she just
leave
call
the
and said
number.
she having things in Keyon.
Yeah, but she ain't leave the number. We
I
need to
know. So I'll have to get it.
Yeah, if she could call and then you could announce it.
No problem. Okay. And just reminding those of you who want to call in, the number is, what the number is again, guys?
662-8674.
Okay. Good morning, Radio Market.
Yeah. You had a plumber named Wenty Emery.
Name what?
Wenty Emery.
Wenty Emery?
Yeah, he in the plumbing up. Up the airport, he do all the plumbing work up the airport.
Where he from?
He from up the village.
You name Mongo?
No.
Wenty Emery.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Wrong in the Leroy Boone. They said, Lizette Talbot says Leroy Boone is also a plumber.
Leroy Boone.
Name so
Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning. There is Alistair Ward, Moore Road. He's deceased now.
Alistair Ward?
Yeah. Winfield Road.
Really?
Alistair passed, you know.
Yeah. Was a good guitarist too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plays for Silvertones.
Oh, cool. Alistair Ward. Yeah, right then, you know. Anyway, we could always go back and
But the
take,
Leroy
you know?
Byron used to live in Carter Street.
Leroy Byron
Yeah.
was a plumber?
Well, that's
Not
what
a Byron. They got another
I'm
boy
sorry,
that
not Byron, Boone.
Oh, Leroy Boone. Because
Leroy Boone.
Leroy Byron was a contractor, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he would have. Well, I'm sure. Yeah, he was a good plumber.
But
too.
Leroy probably. And his father was a contractor, ain't it? Mr. Byron. Those were the ones that did some like Shadwell and them places there, you know. They did those areas. I think Mr. Byron and who else? Mr. Ross. Ross was a contractor too. They did like Shadwell housing and them houses up there and so. And everything had to get plumbing done. So these men, They got this waterman too, a tall, dark guy. He had lived down Limekeel area. He did drive the white bus, the white pickup, the white Land Rover, or whatever it is.
Okay.
I know him, but I forget his name. Jeffrey, his name? Something like that.
Jeffrey Delaney.
Oh,
Jeffrey,
Delaney.
Yeah, Jeffrey. Good
Family.
morning, Radio Market.
Hello, good morning. I'm selling some printers. One is a Canon printer, inkjet, and one is a Brother laser printer.
Okay, wait. Go from the top. You're selling what?
A Canon inkjet printer.
One Canon printer.
Inkjet.
Inkjet
Printer.
Inkjet printer.
Yes.
For how much?
The prices are both $500. Prices are negotiable.
Uh-huh.
And the other printer is a Brother laser printer.
What is it, Boyak? The what? A brother?
A Brother laser printer.
Brother laser printer.
Yeah.
Yes.
For how much?
And about $500 negotiable.
Okay. And what's your number?
669
Mm-hmm.
4150.
4150. Got you covered.
Question. The laser printer.
1 minute, ma'am. Wait.
The
Listen.
laser printer, is it color or black and white?
Both are colored and black and no, the Brother printer is black and white and the other one is colored.
So the brother is colored?
No, the Brother is black and white and the other one is colored.
The laser is black and white and the inkjet is colored.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Black and white. All right, got you covered.
Okay, hold on, please. I want to have something else too.
Uh-huh.
I'm selling a Suzuki two-door Jeep.
For how much?
6,000.
6,000? She just over 1,000. Think we should go negotiable.
Negotiable.
Yeah.
But you say it is one Suzuki?
Two-door 1995. Two-door Jeep, yeah.
1995 Jeep?
Yes.
And it's 6,000 negotiable?
Yes.
Okay. Same number?
763 4468.
44 what?
4468.
68. Got you covered.
Yes, no problem.
Okay, have a good day. Happy Easter. Radio Market, good morning.
Yeah, Castillo calling and talk about Belly. His name is Sheldon Doyling.
Sheldon Doyling?
Yeah, from Challenger.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. You know him, Wango?
No.
Okay. Sheldon Doyling. Okay. We may know, well, me and nobody, out of all the plumber them all you call it, definitely know Thompson, because he was my cousin. And Roland. Is Roland? Yeah. Cousin again.
And you know Tuckett.
Tuckett and Desmond. Yeah. Well, Tucky and, but the older ones. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Miss Selena. I'd like to pick up Jazzy. All the best for the Easter. Sweet white Wango and Dennis.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Happy Easter to you also.
Are you ready to play tight?
No.
Okay. Are you spent yesterday, good?
Quiet, yeah.
All the best, Jazzy, and I be safe. Love you all.
Love you too.
Bye.
And
okay, we're going to take a quick break and come back. Are you sick and still on gonna hear? We're going to take a quick break. Fans Cloth Store on the corner of Church Street and Liverpool Road is holding a massive sale. Get 40% off all material while stocks last. Fans Cloth Store since 1942. Always there for you.
Every step Swim Kids and Divas, are you ready to step up for mental health? It's time to lace up, show up, and make a difference. Join the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis' annual mental health walk run on May 17th at Figgy Bay Lawn, starting at 4:30 a.m. sharp. Choose from 4 package options, starting at just $40 EC. Bring your best friend, your fur buddy, or your entire squad, and let's hit the road for a cause. Win cash prizes from $1,000 to $2,500, plus special prizes for the best dressed person, youngest participant, and more. Register today at any Development Bank branch or WhatsApp 869-765-4342. Together, step by step, we move for a mentally healthy federation. A huge thank you to our incredible sponsors for standing with us for mental health. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, we are back, and just let me get a rundown of what is happening here on the market. For sale, we have one ignition coil pack for a Suzuki Swift 2007, $350 EC 660-7937. Tamarind for sale. You can get it by the bag and by the kit. And you can get shell and not shell, $50, $10, and $5. 766-3310. Belgium and German Shepherds, 1500 EC 661-2300. Crutches, 150. And I think I take out the mahogany. Oh boy, guy. 661-7879. I make a mistake here. Then one Canon inkjet printer colored, $500 negotiable. Brother laser printer black and white, $500 negotiable. 669-4150. One Suzuki two-door 1995 Jeep, $6,000 negotiable. 763-4468. That's on the market this morning. Call are we?
Busy today.
Good morning. Radio Market.
That's not my number. My number is 3663-2100. Get me.
What was that?
My number is 663-2100.
Okay, 663. Can you hang up before you say it?
I know
you took me head. Got you covered.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, that's Dogman.
Dogman, yeah. Yeah, somebody said, Paula, forget to say Sexy Wanga and Dennis. Good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, they have this other best plumber there. His name is Liam Crawford. They call him Iba.
Where he from?
In town here, the alley just before you reach Amory.
Uh-huh.
The Rasta guy, yes.
Iba?
Yes. Liam Crawford, yes.
Okay.
Okay then.
Leon Crawford, yeah, name Wanga.
Mm-hmm.
Radio Market, good morning.
Oh, I don't know if you are called Brown.
Who Brown?
Oh, that is true. Bernard Brown.
Bernard Brown, push pipe.
Yeah, he's a good plumber.
Yeah, man, yeah, he's a boss, good plumber too.
Yeah.
Hey, politics not load of plumber,
Yeah, he's a good plumber
Yeah,
too.
man, yeah. A lot of young man in plumbing now too, but I can't remember some of the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Thanks.
Bernard Brown is Angela's husband.
Oh, yeah, he's a good plumber. That's true. I know he.
Wakabo.
Yeah, I know Bernard Brown. Yeah. Yeah, really good plumber for real. Mm-hmm. That here, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had some really good plumbers coming out of SKB. What about Nevis? Good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, Sister Jazzy, someone called concerning the number.
Yes.
Tell them the number is 465-1254.
465-1254?
Yes.
Okay, got you covered.
And it's lower K on. And Mr. Edmond, if you're listening, tell Mr. Edmond if he is listening, the items that I have for him is ready.
Okay.
Thank you, Jazzy. Have a great day again.
You
And
too.
have a nice Easter.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Okay. Good morning, Radio Market.
Hello, Jackie. This is Solomon calling back. Can you remember my friend, Hedge, Hugh Byron? That's Leroy's oldest brother, Leroy and Bieber, oldest brother.
He was a plumber too?
Yeah, he was a mate. That Mr. Byron's oldest son. He was the oldest boy.
Okay.
They call him Hedge. He knew all the keys.
Yeah, no, Hedge's good.
Kindergarten, from the time.
No, Hedge's very good.
He built a house for my mother.
Okay.
On that night, we had a guy to call Money.
Right.
Okay.
They all grew up young in the best. He had his grandmother, they used to call him Mud.
Okay.
He died in the house.
Was he a plumber, you say?
He was a plumber. He was a straight man. He could do everything.
Okay.
Just like his father. His father was Mr. Byron. Leroy Byron brother.
Yes, no problem. All right.
That's the brother too, Bebo.
Okay.
And Sam Condo's wife. That's
Okay.
Mr. Byron and daughter. That's her sister.
Yeah. All right, cool. Okay. Somebody look at the plumber, you know. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning. I'm just calling in to say Larry Merchant was a plumber also.
Larry Merchant from where?
Larry Merchant from New Road.
Larry Merchant.
Yes.
I know.
You know him?
Yeah.
Larry Merchant?
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
he has a brother named Louis Duncan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Larry Merchant?
Yeah, he has a brother named Louis Duncan.
So Lappy wasn't a plumber? Well, Lappy was. Well, Lappy is.
Lappy, to me, he ain't a plumber by trade, but he walks around plumber. He was mostly enjoyable.
Because he ain't work public works too?
Yeah, but he was mostly enjoyable.
Okay. Now somebody send me a WhatsApp and look in a plumber. So you got any numbers for any plumber?
The numbers.
Anybody got a plumber that they could send in a number for me? Somebody asking for a plumber?
No, I don't have a number off head.
Malcy, thank you. Just rocking that afro hairstyle.
Let me see
Oh, my
Let me
goodness.
see if I could pull up Tuki number.
Tuki, yeah.
Oh yeah, Tuki. I suppose they got Tuki number for you, you know. Okay. So the time is now what? 25 before 12. We're playing a
Jazzy,
song.
I would just like the people to know, don't forget to like us on Facebook and YouTube and subscribe to us on ZIZonline.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Tuki number is.
Okay, let me just. Yeah. What it is? Good morning,
665.
Radio Market. 665.
0532.
Okay, 05. Morning.
Cindy Deming, them father.
Who?
Cindy Deming, Sandy Point.
Chichi Deming?
Cindy.
Cindy.
Oh, Cindy Deming. Okay.
Oh, father, he deceased.
I also work with him.
So he was a plumber too?
yeah.
Cindy Deming's.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my family, yeah.
Cindy?
Yeah.
Cindy Deming Nias.
Yeah.
Mr. Nias, good morning. Morning, Mrs. Nias.
Castro.
Okay. Kurt Akim was a plumber, and Kurt, plumber, who is Kurt? Okay. I just see something with two numbers here for a plumber for two, Akim and Kurt. All right. Okay, so, I mean, the plumbers are well represented. Well represented. And all those old houses, and so they did. Yeah. And plumbing still working good in some of the old houses, them still, you know. But I remember they had to come and...
Only thing, they would have been using galvanized pipe.
Yeah.
Today is conduit.
PVC. Is the conduit, the PVC.
Yeah.
I remember they had to come and wire my neighbor house outside. The same guy Brown came and did it because inside had a problem.
Yeah, that thing about using the galvanized pipe used to be skilled, you know, because you have to have your stock and die
to tread the
to
pipe.
tread the pipes and make sure they tread properly.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's copper, like the copper.
No, galvanized.
They had copper pipes, so right?
With the copper pipes for more
for water heaters.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Air core and them kind of things.
Okay. That's interesting, though. Am I hearing something? Okay. Please mention this event. Helping young men in college. The 10th annual awards. St. Kitts Nevis graduates. What this is about? Somewhere in New York. Okay, I can look at it, Malcy. What you say, boy?
Ignition wants to know if anybody out there know people that makes local made dog collars.
Only one man I had know, and he passed.
No, the shoemaker in Sandy Point. I find the number.
Okay.
Ignition.
You know who was good? The waterman, Mr. Powell. He father.
Yeah, he used to make.
He used to make the chain for the dogs. Yeah. Yeah, he was good. Well, who making chain for dog and so? Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
Listen, your wrists and
I know.
be strong.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the 19th annual awards banquet on the 25th of April. Music by DJ Hellfire. What would you call yourself that, eh?
I'm telling you.
Semi-formal attire at the Eastwood Manor. You know where that is?
Yeah.
East Chester Road, Bronx, New York.
Yeah.
3371. And you could contact Larry John, Alfred Wallins, or Pelham Warner. Celebrating excellence through sports and education.
And they do that it's an annual thing, and that's another group that you have to say kiddos to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when you're doing positive things like those,
Yeah,
you need
we
to
gotta big
really
them up.
highlight it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big up Larry.
The number for the dog collar. 6630484.
You hear?
And the post name is Garden. They're located in Sandy Point.
663-0384.
6630484.
04. Where me they hear this kind of different number from? 0484. Okay. You know who's celebrating 80 years today? What her name is? Miss Mussenden.
I remember that name.
Charlie Mussenden's sister. From a Ponce Pasture.
Yeah.
She used to be teaching. She teach
teacher,
Roman school.
Yeah.
She teach Roman school. 80.
Wow, that's wonderful.
She taught
man.
Roman school. She's now a nun.
Really?
Yeah, she became a nun a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have not seen her in decades though.
Small lady.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Mussenden.
Okay, I know, yeah.
Yeah, she's celebrating 80 today. So
she in St. Kitts?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Miss Mussen there in ages.
So Roman school people?
Charlie, I see Charlie
Yeah.
all the time.
I know they were having some kind of celebration,
For her?
They weren't, the Roman school people, they were on a cruise.
Oh.
Right? And they were celebrating. I said, wow, I wish I knew that. Because
But how they mean? That's the thing I can't understand. How they can,
It
a
was
lot
on-
of
I saw it
people
on
went
Facebook.
Roman.
Yeah.
So how they can
Because
just think?
I have a really nice painting of the Roman school, how it was before, and I would have liked to have shown and given the opportunity to see it because it's a nice momentum.
Man, understand. How did they don't tell people about these things? That's a big thing,
Roman school, yeah.
Leroy Boone of Market Street is a plumber. Oh, yeah, his father, deceased, was also a plumber. George Jeffers from Market Street was also a plumber. And a Leroy Boone. Okay.
Used to play pan.
No, that is not that one.
Okay.
You know Mr. George from Market Street?
No, he not doing no plumbing. He to clean. Huh?
You know Mr. George from Market Street?
That's what they're telling me here.
Yeah, he taught jigs. Leroy
Leroy Boone and George Jeffers.
He taught jigs.
Yeah.
George?
I know jigs.
Yeah.
Get his work
George.
on the Dublin.
Oh, this is what it's supposed to be. Rudolph Yaakov is saying that, Mr. George from Market Street is who taught jigs to do plumbing.
Jigs, most of jigs plumbing skills come from Dublin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe he had some teaching.
Some teaching in
didn't
there,
go too far, but he had some kind of teaching.
Okay, Kim Ballo, who there in Maryland, he said that Miss Mussenden taught him. Okay. And she had her number to say hi.
Leroy Boone now lives in Bird Rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
A clear guy, right?
I'm not sure.
I think it was somebody, maybe telling him. Maybe.
Yes.
You feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think I know who it is,
bone.
man.
I know bone real good.
Yeah.
So this guy named Bitnell, was he a plumber? Or is he a plumber?
Bitnell is a contractor.
Always a contractor?
Yeah.
Okay. We got to the contractors, boy, because we had some serious contractors, from what I understand. That, I mean, whoever build we house, we have a ring for the horse and cat, and the ring's still in the wall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You take a picture and let me see that.
Yeah, the ring is right there in the wall still.
But by the pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's in our wall. That's when my
That's
father
the-
used to
they tie up the
tie
horse
up his
and-
horse and cat when he come horse and carriage.
I mean, donkey.
Yeah, no, donkey, horse and carriage. He used to carry people. Remember, he used to, for 2 shillings and so.
Okay.
In the town, yeah.
Listen, I think that's a good venture, you know.
I'm telling you, good
to
morning.
bring that back in.
1 minute, Radio Market.
One go.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Turner down West Bunker.
Mr. Who?
Turner.
Yeah, Bobby and the father.
Yeah, okay then. Good.
Yeah.
He was a plumber too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice for the reminder.
Yeah.
The only town I mean is the one who had the choir, you know, for Church of God. He the hot, you know.
Listen, that Bobby Turner thing, that is a rhythmical name,
Mhm.
because I have a tenant that his name is Bobby, and that's a Turner is what I call him.
Yeah.
And he is a Turner. But Bobby Turner is a name that he has a
Bobby
ring.
He has a ring to it.
Well-known.
Yeah, Bobby
He
Turner.
got a ring to it.
He got a ring to
Yeah.
it.
And that's where when you call the name, you have to call the name and the thing one time. Bobby Turner.
Bobby
You
Turner.
can't say, you can't just say Bobby. You have to say Bobby Turner. Oh my goodness.
Jean says, "Happy Easter, guys." Jackie, I see the beauty of saying kids don't need a phone directory. Everybody knows somebody. Technology can beat human knowledge.
I'm telling you. That's the truth. You just told us.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. So we're winding down. This is like 1:45. But I am impressed with the plumbers that came, that from back then coming right up, you know? So the water people were also plumbers, or they just like...
Well, you had different branch. You had people that is in the field who just clean the intakes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But the plumbers was Dublin and Mr. Somerset and you know,
and Thompson.
and Thompson, and yeah. So, but you had people who just walk in the field, go out and clean, and you know,
Mhm.
make sure that the lines are all together and no breaks and stuff like that. So you class them as plumbers too.
I have some guys that call me in the morning, like around 3 when I'm working,
Mm.
and then they say, "Jazzy, we're the water boys. We up here putting on the pipes."
Okay.
You know, because water to go every
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
And they said they're the ones that go up like 3 and so to
Yeah.
put on the water.
Well, Tuki had a crew that he used to go with, but I don't know if he's still
He's
going.
still, well, I don't know if he go and turn on, but he go and supervise. He, you know, when they have like water breaks and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
different places, he and his crew go. But that is a good thing to know,
Yeah.
to be able to do that
Mhm.
for first aid reasons. Because sometimes in the middle of the night, for example, the valve underneath, the angle valve,
Mhm.
sometimes the connection pop because of pressure, and it's been there for a while. And if you don't know what to do,
you flood out.
You flood out and you're stuck for a while. Because you may not have a plumber, an emergency plumber, but you need to know one in case of emergency that day,
Yeah.
that's reliable, that is going to come, regardless of what time it is, that's
Mhm.
going to come and set you up.
Well, Tuki used to be my plumber, but since he went through the little problem that
Yeah.
he went through, I don't stress him like that. So I have this guy that works with me. His name is Hunt.
Mhm.
Hunt is also good, you know.
I had to call Tuki the other day, you know, because what happened is that my neighbor were having a problem. The pressure going into a house was very, very low. But there was a problem just before you get to the meter.
Mhm.
And when I told Tuki what my problem was there, he said, check that. And when the workers went and checked that, and that was the problem. It was
Hey,
clogged
I
up.
love it when the people know the work. See,
It
I
was
love it,
clogged
you
up.
know.
He just said, check that.
I
And
love
we
it, I
just
love it, I love
rectified
it, I
that
love
and
it.
Problem rectified.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning. Jazzy have Bozeman Williams, a plumber from Newtown.
Mm-hmm.
He's still a plumber in Maine.
He's still a plumber where?
In Maine.
He in the States now?
Yes, name.
Oh, cool.
What's his name?
Desmond Williams.
Okay.
Tambo.
Tambo?
Yeah, Tambo used to work with Chassis.
Yeah, I know Tambo, yeah.
Tambo used to work with Chassis, and
Oh,
Chassis
cool.
goes to the States sometime by brother and
I know Tambo, yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome, Joed. I love it when people know. So they could say, okay, this is what is happening with you, and you could feel at ease when you know what it is happening. When you have no idea, a guy by the breath. Yeah, but by the minute you and then say, well, Jazzy, this is what you got, this is what happened, but I can come, but at least you know.
So you know Bernard Brown?
That's the Walker.
That's Brown. That's the same one,
Okay,
ain't it?
Walker, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She said, Miss Edme said, Jazzy, her dad, she said, was Adolphus King, and was a plumber for years. He worked with Letsome Dublin. So she said, she remember my dad, when the pipe dripping, you need gasket, washer, etc.
Yeah, a washer.
Yes, to make it out of the leather.
Yeah,
Oh my
gosh. Yeah. And that saves you, if you know to do that, just take it apart and put it on.
Mm.
It stop the dripping, and it save you money from buying a new car.
I think what happened to me, I like, for instance, the other day, I realized that the pipe was backing up and so, and I figure I need to screw out something and lay it out or whatever, but afraid if I screw it out, again. Right? So I wouldn't attempt to do it.
Let me ask you something.
Right? So
no, let me, no, Jazzy.
1 minute. Radio Market, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Yes, that's Mr. Bernard Brown.
Uh-huh.
Daddy Bernard Brown.
Yes. Somebody just called and says, yeah.
Angela, this is.
All right, cool. Thank you. Thanks for the conky, yeah? I enjoy my conky. She set me up with some conky. Yeah, we're
What I was
what you saying?
That you, as a person, needs to use the power of faith to do what
But
you have to do. No faith.
I understand
but
that.
how are you going to learn? You're going to make mistakes. And mistakes will be made. But because you are going to try and try again and continue to try, you will succeed.
So in situation like that, the first thing you need to know is where your stopcock are.
Yeah, where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could
Very
take off
good.
that.
Yeah, turn that off.
Yeah. I
And
see
then you
that.
work
I
on there.
understand.
No flooding out of your house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you know.
No, the meter is not the stopcock, right?
The meter
is
usually
right
next to stopcock.
Because we have a main stopcock that when it come off, we turn off the whole all of the
You don't want that. You want your personal
all the thing, you
stopcock.
know.
No, you want your thing.
Yeah. Good morning, Radio Market.
Jazzy.
Hey.
I hope one will remember his neighbor, the friendly plumber, Tuki.
That's where he lived.
We're talking about Tuki.
Miss him.
But Tuki won things this morning.
Tuki, you couldn't miss him. I just gave you a whole story about Tuki.
Tuki won all one things. I'm telling you.
Your friendly plumber.
The friendly plumber, yeah. So I one of these days, even with painting to Wango, I like to paint, right? But if I go, like I went and I take the paintbrush and I do the streaks and I see it and look right, me stop.
No.
Because I saying, okay, white is I really should practice.
With painting, you have to know, because then if you paint and you ain't do what you're supposed to, you'll have a lot of marks which you call overlapping marks. So you have to know how to
fade it
roll that you don't create no lap marks and stuff like that. So painting,
And a load of paint, well, because when I take it up and I try to take off a little bit by the time I put it up, but I still.
Oh, with the brush.
Yeah, with the
with the roller.
With the roller, yeah.
But you have to roll it out in the pan.
In the pan.
So
yeah.
the excess paint.
But you know
come
how
out
we
in the
are,
pan.
right?
Yeah.
We got the pan of paint.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna thing throughout in nothing, you know.
No,
and we're working with that.
No, I can't
No,
work
you
from
gotta work in the paint.
Because
the only pan I work from is the 5-gallon kit.
Okay.
And I put a grill down in it, so when
So
I
you
dip it, I just roll off the excess on the grill.
There you go.
Yeah.
I got to learn because painting is nice when you get when you get a good job done.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because you'll be seeing it all the time.
Even grouting
with
tiles and stuff. Sometimes you have tiles and they look good.
The goat start coming out.
But once you go and you grout again, it light up the tiles, you know.
Yeah.
But then you got to do all that between. Man,
Take it
that's a
out.
long time, man.
But you see, grouting is easy there, because
Yeah.
Yeah, once you have a good float, you just throw on the goat and you know, and you put it on and stuff like that, and then you take your sponge when it kind of dry, you wipe it off. You good to go.
Okay.
You see what he says? When it kind of dry.
When it kind of dry.
When it's wet, it's always messing up. You're always gonna be cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
But if you let dry and you problems to get off.
To get off, whatever.
Yeah.
So you got to be kind of dry, semi-dry.
Semi-dry. There you go.
Okay. Are you learning anything? Those of you on the internet, are you learning anything? Well, I mean, I learn a lot today.
Yep.
And you see, when you have your own home, that is why I don't look at houses, right?
Yeah.
Maintenance is the thing, you know.
Yeah.
It is. When I see these big homes, and I say it's one thing to build a house with 5 bedroom and 6 bathroom and so. Maintenance is the thing, you know.
Look, if I couldn't maintain the house, dog would be better than me. I'm telling you. Because you fix on a fixed budget.
Mm-hmm.
And when some kinds of maintenance come in, that you gotta find materials and you gotta pay the workman, where that's gonna come from?
Yeah.
That is
So you gotta be able to do your own thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I would like to do.
And having a house and don't maintain it once you get away.
Down the road, child.
I'm telling you, because I look at houses sometimes and I'll say, look at that window hanging off for years, but after a while you become complacent and the window can steady and hang all the time. It just come like a normal thing to you, you're going in, but it's eyesore.
Very
Yeah. You gotta be able to maintain. Oh my goodness. To go talk about to paint a whole thing and so.
I used to always tell my students, I said, listen, learn to do these things for yourself, because if you always got to be calling in somebody in your house, especially a male, in your house, sometimes the eyes go further than what you're supposed to be looking at.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
Achoo.
So,
Achoo.
at least learn to maintain your own.
Yeah. Well, it is now 11:56. Yes, so we're going to be wrapping up now. Let me go over the list of things that we have. We didn't get to try in a tune, you know. But let me go over the list of things that we had for on the market today. We had a good amount of things, you know. We're in the bad. We have the ignition coil pack for a Suzuki Swift 2007. That's 350-660-7937. One hour you got to read for me, you know. Tamarind for sale. Buy the bag or the kit. Peel, unpeeled. $50, $10, $5. 766-3310. Belgium and German Shepherd 1500 EC. 663-2300. Clutches 150 661-7879. One Canon inkjet printer colored. One Brother laser printer black and white 500 each, negotiable. 669-4150. One Suzuki two-door 1995 Jeep 6,000 negotiable. 763-4468. And the yard sale, the lady with the yard sale in Upper Cayon 465-1254. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning. I'm calling. I'm selling some transformer for $800. My phone number is 668-3117.
668-3117, right?
Yes.
And what's the wattage of the transformers?
Okay, I have one. Let me call you back. It's my son dealing with him.
I believe I get to call back, but okay. Maybe next week can we finish? Okay?
Okay.
All right, but I got the number and so, okay? When are you calling in?
The accent was the wattage. Just you learning.
That's a big word, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. That's a big word. Big word. Yeah. But hey, come to them, boy. What? The way I can look for the song here? Don't doze on me. I can look for it. And I can play.
Jazzy, but look, what It's big enough.
Improvement, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm acknowledging that you are making progress when it comes to these things. So what you gonna look?
She want the quote you don't
Right how you need to hear those on me, set me free. A big tune.
Lyrics can done, you know?
Yeah, lyrics can done those on me.
I
gotta go find that on a real tape, Dread. I took a look for that there for you. Yes, guys. So what you say now? How we any last words?
Well, my last would always be I look forward every Saturday to come here and share whatever little knowledge that I possess and gain whatever I could, because no one is too old to learn. So I look forward every Saturday for this moment. Just want to wish everybody out there happy Easter, and I'm out.
Yeah. Me, may you live to be 100, and me minus a day, so I won't know nice people like you have passed away. Ciao. Have a happy and safe Easter.
Bye now.
Yes. Saying hi to Candy, Astafan, Candy and Lauren. Candy's son was I think he's in the Senate in the White House. He is. I gotta find out what Astafan, yeah. Wonderful. Congratulations, that's a big thing. Son of the soil, daughter of the soil, and he's something, yes, you know. So taking you out with this big tune here that I did by a special request, a little bit of it, okay?
Okay.
A little bit.
How many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I would do things my way? But little they know that it's so hard to find a rich man in 10 with a satisfied mind. Money